Good day, dear scholars. Now, this COVID-19 pandemic for this time has really introduced us to what we call the new normal. And you, the Student Alliance, has to catch up too. And so our grand rally, our election has to be done virtually too. I'd like to commend the incumbent officers of the Student Alliance with the guidance, of course, of our new SA advisors, Dr. Roy Pacaco and Mr. Elvin Villanueva, also being supervised by our new SAU head, Dr. Minari Butake, for facilitating this in coordination, of course, with the active incumbent officers of the SA. Now, as we are going to have this grand rally, I am asking all the students to make time to listen to the speeches of the different scholars who are running for certain positions under the different parties. And I believe that they have a lot to tell you as to their platforms and their advocacies. And please do make your vote on the scheduled election day so that you can also have to exercise the right to vote and do make a wise choice. God bless you all, everyone.
It has been a very long time since we gathered as one community due to this pandemic. We were not able to push through all the activities that we have in store for you for the remaining months, but we continue to listen and serve you, even in the middle of this situation. As a new school year opens, a new set of Student Alliance officers is willing to serve you. So to the future SA, here is some advice from the Alumni SA 2019 to 2020 officers.
Our first advice is give time and dedication to the SA. Being in PSI is indeed demanding in terms of academics, as most of the positions are usually occupied by the higher years. SA work is not always prioritized. In this challenging situation, the SA should be strategic in managing their time and effort without sacrificing ACADS as well. How can you be of service to others if you can't help yourself first? So, balance is key and work on a schedule that fits most, if not all, to solidify your plans for the PSI community. Our second advice is be gentle and take the time to be diplomatic. When connecting with the higher-ups, the SA should demand with reason and courtesy, both in negotiating by mouth and letter. Not only should the SA be sensitive to the students, but also to the teachers and administration. The reasons for such actions should also be made clear to the students so that we can build a more empathetic community. And our last advice is use this chance to grow. We strive to be the best and do the best that the PSI community truly deserves, but there are times of unforeseen circumstances, compromises, and setbacks. They feel discouraging, and sometimes you would think it's my fault. Sometimes the feedback from different sides of the PSI community is not what you dreamed of and not what you really worked hard for. Being in the SA is continuous growth. We overcome these obstacles and become wiser. Be strong and compassionate. We are here for each other and we support in every way we can.
So, to the future SA officers, I hope you would keep all these in mind as you embark your journey in serving the PSI community as Student Alliance officers. Although our time as SA 2019-2020 was cut short, it was truly an honor to have served the PSHSWVC community. We may have our own shortcomings, but this is a learning process for us as we continue to search for the eternal truth and be the change the world needs.
I'm Rachel Ann Doromal, your grade 7 batch representative.
I'm Lian Nasanyas, your grade 8 batch president.
I am Mary Antoinette Okwachon, grade 10 batch representative.
I am Marlene Dominguez, your PRO.
I am Luis Ferdinand Cubiter, your Student Alliance PRO.
This is Guyla Jane Ismal, your Student Alliance Business Manager.
I am Arabella Shane S. Brania, your Student Alliance Business Manager.
I am Maria Tesea Panidas, your Student Alliance Business Manager.
I'm Mariama Luis Celestial, your Student Alliance Auditor.
I am Altair Mizar M. Boltura, your Student Alliance Assistant Treasurer.
I am Amos Tuanco, your Student Alliance Treasurer.
This is Rika Grace Ongiro, your Student Alliance Assistant Secretary.
I am Francine Tarazona, your Student Alliance Secretary.
I am Maxine Kong, your Student Alliance Vice President of External Affairs.
I am Christian Dios Celestial, your Student Alliance Vice President of Internal Affairs.
And I am Daniel Anay Colachon, your Student Alliance President. This is SA 2019-2020.
Signing off.
Hey guys, now that everyone's here, why don't we start the meeting? Yeah? Okay, so to start, I want to learn more about your plans as leaders because I know you don't just join the SA just for the sake of it. I need to know your will to serve and your plans if ever you were elected. Yeah? Okay, so let's start with the business managers.
Thank you, Nang. Hello everyone, I'm Eliza Billones, running for business manager under the Watch Party. While I've only been in Pasay for a little over a year, I have experience as former student body president at my grade school. I believe that the training I've undergone will allow me to serve the Pasay community with heartfelt dedication. As business manager, I can assure you that I will efficiently develop SA funds into a stable and sufficient base from where we can plan well-prepared activities. I promise to maximize all existing resources to their full potential and make activities like Aquet, Fun Day, or even online endeavors such as gaming tournaments or watch parties as exciting as possible by channeling the funds into high-quality materials and production. And of course, staying true to our party's name, I promise complete transparency and harmony in all aspects. That's all. Thank you, and for the next...
Hi, I'm Paul, also running for the position of Business Manager. I believe that I have the qualities of being a great business manager because being a business manager requires for you to be good at budgeting. As someone who is a farmer who only gets his allowance every 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure I'm an expert at this field. Being a business manager also requires for you to be always available. Now that we're all at home, there's nothing much for us to do, so you can count on me anytime. However, if you ever go back to actual face-to-face classes, I'm sure me being a dormer would hinder my availability when it comes to the service of the school. Lastly, being a business manager requires you to be able to provide quality materials for the school. As a scholar myself, I certainly know what's best for my fellow scholars and for my constitution, so please vote me for business manager. Thank you.
Hello,
I am Nico Andres Rato, and I am also running for business manager under Watch Party. If I were to be elected for this position, I would ensure transparency in our budget and all of our expenses. I know this new normal of online classes can be difficult for some students. I have a brother who is autistic and was fighting depression at the time, and it was very difficult for us as a family. We would always try to reach out to him, talk to him, and we made sure that he wasn't alone. In the end, he got better. As an advocate for mental health, I promise to help those students in a similar situation by creating de-stressing activities and providing them enough support and helping them reach out to professionals. Vote wisely, vote Watch Party. Thank you.
Is it my turn? Okay. Hi, I'm Othay Lorraine Jules Serrano, and I'm currently running for the position of Public Relations Officer under the Watch Party. If I were to be elected, I will ensure proper information dissemination within the student body and proper communication between the school administration and its scholars. Due to the fact that we have shifted to online learning this school year because of this pandemic, the school administration will not be able to physically make announcements during FAGSAM or homework periods, essentially making it harder for information to be spread from one person to the other. As a solution, I will be using different methods of communication like social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook, and for special cases, be texting the students who have been having a hard time to access the internet. I ensure that I will become a member of the Student Alliance who will have a true heart to serve the people and ensure that your voices will be heard. Thank you.
Thank you, Thea. Hi everyone, I am Vajer Pospolo, running for PRO under the Watch Party. I have been a consistent class officer, and as a class president of my section, I am fully aware of the delayed arrival of information, which is why I plan to improve the communication between the student body and the PSI admin as we shift into online classes. We cannot deny the fact that there are still some who does not have access to the internet nor data. When elected as PRO, aside from posting on different social media platforms of SA, my main advocacy is to ensure that information will be disseminated to everyone through other means such as text messages. I believe that I am capable for this position and that I will serve and lead to my fullest potential if you will give me the chance. Once again, I am Vea, your voice with a vision for change and transparency and virtues of truth, excellence, and service.
Hello, bation ko. Okay. Hi, I am Mary Antoinette Oguachon, and I'm running for the position of auditor under Watch Party. If elected, I will ensure that all the funds are strictly documented and recorded. I also advocate for the implementation of a transparency page which can be accessed by all scholars so that they can be aware where all the money is being used. I also wanted to make a stronger connection between the Student Alliance and the student body, and I believe that one of the ways to achieve this is through what I advocate, which is the transparency page. I also think that the position and work of an auditor is somewhat unrecognized, as auditors work behind the scenes. But if elected, I will make sure that I, as an auditor, will not do the job as an auditor only, but as one of the leaders PSI needs. I am more than ready to unleash more of my capabilities and potentials this school year, and I do hope that PSI will trust me with this. Liwaton ko, tani hindi nyo pagkalimtan, Mary Antoinette Quachon, running for auditor under Watch Party.
Ako na? Hi, I'm Erin Rose Benita Young, and I'm running for the position of Assistant Treasurer. If I were to be elected, I'll make sure that there will be enough funds for students who don't have access to Wi-Fi routers and gadgets needed for the year, so that all students will be able to learn all the essential topics and communicate with their teachers or classmates regarding their concerns. With this, fundraising activities will be held, such as online concerts and other engaging activities. I will also be responsible in handling the funds so that it will be used for improvements and resources for the school. I will become a leader who will listen to the people, will responsibly perform the tasks given to me, and will lead others to a better community.
Thank you, Erin. So ako naman. Hi, I am Teresa Angelilo Tambasan, running for treasurer. And if I were to be elected, I will do my best to serve and lead the Pisay community, especially during this trying time. Balantag itanan nga kadamo sa ngato niya problema in communicating online. So I want to advocate that everyone should be given the chance to be heard. And sa mga wala gid mode to reach out at all, tani we can raise enough funds to help them get what they need, such as Wi-Fi routers or laptops, through fundraising activities and donation drives. I have always been an active leader, and I was a former Student Alliance officer, where the circumstances were different then. And I want to show that this new normal will not hinder my will to serve and my passion to lead. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Joyan Montero, running for Assistant Secretary under the banner of Watch Party. Although this is my first time running for SA, I have always been a leader since elementary. In my section and in my ala, I've been previously elected secretary, and I believe that I have the capabilities and experience to be your SA Assistant Secretary. One of our party's main advocacies is addressing the students' mental health while coping with the new normal. The plan is to post reminders to give motivation and to give guides on how to seek professional help. Since we can't anticipate fun parties and activities we used to have, we want distressing activities to help everyone chill out. I'm outgoing, approachable, and I work really well with other people, so there's no problem for me to reach out to all of you. Once again, I'm Joyan Montero, running for Assistant Secretary. Vote wisely, vote Watch Party. Thank you!
Hi everyone, I'm Alia Robles and I'm running for Secretary. Now, social media is one of the most important aspects in our everyday lives. But we have to admit, not everything we see online is healthy. As Secretary, it's expected of me to take down concerns and gather ideas from the student body. But aside from that, I want to be something more. Through the SA, I want to create a wholesome and uplifting community by using our platform to share comforting and encouraging reminders on how every student can rest, cope, and help themselves and others. I firmly believe that building strong relationships is important, so I hope to make the connection with you. As early as grade 7 and 8, being a Student Alliance officer gave me the chance to share my heart for leadership. As the former vice president of my ala, I was able to lead my club in various activities that brought success and joy within the members. I also believe that I thrive the most in the things I am passionate about, and that's serving you and the whole student body. So I hope you put your trust in me. Thank you!
Oh, ako na. Okay. Good day, Pisay. I'm Cesar Mart P. Aguirre, and I'm currently running for the position of Vice President of External Affairs under the Watch Party banner. I have already been a part of the SA 2 years ago, and I think I am ready to take up a bigger challenge of being the next VPE if given the chance. If elected, I will try my best to establish new external relations to different schools and orgs, not only for them to be able to help us, but also to extend our help to those who need ours. This is staying true to our Bisay culture of always being ready to serve, and to our core value of commitment to service as scholars for God and now for the country. This can be done in partnership with the entire Pisay student body and also the scale program of the SYP, in which the program encourages us Pisay students to bring and initiate positive changes to our community, all the while enhancing our leadership abilities, especially now that the community and everyone is in dire need of our help. Thank you.
Thank you, good Cesar. Hello everyone, I'm Rica Grayson Biro, running for Vice President of Internal Affairs. I plan to prioritize student welfare by encouraging students to participate more in the decision-making process of the school. Kay unfair maghimo sang decisions nga para dapat sa estudyante kung wala man lang sila gina-include kag ginapamangkot anay kung makabulig man gid na pala sa ila. They should be able to air out their concerns through an effective communication system, be provided with timely solutions nga na-include ang tanan nga tao involved, and be consistently updated as well. This way, we promote both student representation and transparency within the system. I have been a part of the Student Alliance for the past 2 years, and my time and experience there has shown me what it is really about. As SA officers, the most important thing is to listen to your constituents and to serve without expecting anything in return. I firmly believe in putting their needs before anything else. Despite the limitations, we must always find a way to help and strive to always go beyond expectations sa aton service. We were elected by the students, so we shall serve the students. And it would be a great, great honor for me to be able to serve Pisay again. Thank you!
Thank you sa inyo nga tanan sa pag-share sa inyo nga plans, and since ako nga lead sa inyo, why don't I share with you a quote from MDR Note? A good leader leads the people from above them, while a great leader leads the people from within them. As your presidential candidate under this party, I'm here to establish what this party really aims for. We do not want our student alliance to be recognized as a group of people selling merchandise, organizing parties, or being a mere bridge between the admin and the people. We at Watch Party have three advocacies: transparency, change, and harmony. These plans will only come into fruition through your help. Our first promise is the ratification of the current Constitution. We believe that the current Constitution is not yet comprehensible, clear, and complete. For instance, there are certain responsibilities and qualifications of officers that seem to be vague. We also saw an imbalance in the amount of power that an officer holds in lines such as perform other duties and functions that the President may prescribe in Article 5, Sections 2 to 11 of the current Constitution. If we win this election, we will push to amend it and remove all ambiguity and make it as comprehensible and complete as possible. Our second promise is on our activities. We will continue the successful projects of the former Student Alliance while also searching for ways to improve them. One of our activities is creating social projects that will help us to reach out to you, such as in conventions, which will become an avenue for Visay artists of different platforms to showcase their talents, but also give us an opportunity to invite guest artists to give the students numerous opportunities to foster the creativity and talents. Our third promise is about the information dissemination. This aspect has already been covered by other members. Lastly, we want to erase the stigma around the Pisay community that leads people to put the students under a bad light. I speak in front of you not merely as a candidate, but as your fellow student. I do not want the Student Alliance to be solely focused on the end goal. I wish to change this system so that in every step of the way there is quality support that is sensitive to all factors. That's why I want to run as your president. It will be a tremendous honor to be able to represent you and be your voice. This is Francis Lovely-Tiana running for president. I am not above you, for I am with you. In Watch Party, no student is left behind. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks.
We are Abante. Hi, I'm Maxine Ko, and I'm running for Student Alliance President. We at Abante channel the knowledge and skills that we've acquired from our years of leadership experience to serve you better as champions of positive change. Having been previous class, batch, ALA, and SA officers, Abante has come up with a plan to amplify your voices, build better bridges, and transform all our visions into action. Our platform is centered on two things: improving the SA from within, and creating greater changes throughout PSI. Now, my experience as the former SA VPE and the current interim SA president has shown me how crucial it is to elevate the SA into a position where it can truly make a difference. If elected, I'd first like to tackle the optimization of SA operations by establishing protocols to streamline all our processes for a more effective and efficient implementation of plans. SA facilitated committees composed of youth scholars will also be established to not only increase student involvement in the planning of SA activities, but to also provide more opportunities for the students to develop their skills and grow as leaders. The second priority is to build a better connection between the students and the administration. This can be done by utilizing surveys to amplify your voices and by improving student representation through monthly meetings with the admin. Finally, SA's transparency will also be improved by maximizing the use of social media to give complete updates regarding the SA's activities and finances. Now, all these will allow the SA to create more sustainable and more impactful changes for the PSI community. It will also ensure the success of our activities, such as our COVID initiatives, Project Balangao, and the enhancement of campus life through effective and sustainable policies. With Abante's empowered lineup of experienced leaders with hearts for service, you are sure to have a student alliance for all. Now, you'll be getting an even clearer picture of this in just a bit, so hang on to your devices, and next up is our VPI, whose commitment to service is evident in her SA experience.
Hi, I'm Mariama Luisa Celestial, running for the position Vice President of Internal Affairs. Having been a Student Alliance officer for the past 2 years as a PRO and auditor, I have learned a lot from my experience. I was able to see that integrity, empathy, and commitment to service are essential in delivering excellence to the PSI community, qualities which I strive to embody daily. If I were to be elected as your VPI, my first course of action is to look after both PSI students and staff members who are most affected by the pandemic through fundraising activities in order to provide financial and material assistance. Furthermore, I aim to build a support system that will help us thrive despite these trying times. With our Project Balangao, I will help establish a better approach to mental health through various distressing activities done online, as well as making steps promoting inclusivity in order to cease discrimination. By instituting SA-facilitated committees composed of students, I seek to encourage my fellow scholars to become more engaged. With that, your vision is indeed in action, and we all flourish through collaboration. Being a Student Alliance officer is a huge responsibility that I am more than willing to fulfill once again, and I am sure that our VPE feels the same.
Hi, I am Mayana Sherry Fuentes, running for Student Alliance Vice President of External Affairs. In my 5 years at PSI, leading has become second nature to me. From being a class and batch president, an SA officer, and the head of various committees and events, I have been active in serving the community that shaped me into the leader that I am today. If given another opportunity, it is my top priority as your VPE to strengthen our relationship with past partners and augment SA's associates. I will initiate an e-logbook where all records of external transactions and important information, such as their contact details, will be managed. I ought to partner with individuals and organizations as a means to give financial and material support to PSI scholars and staff greatly affected by the pandemic. With Project Balangao, I aim to provide my fellow scholars with a security blanket in this time of uncertainty. To better address mental health issues, I will communicate with professionals willing to conduct consultations. I also intend to work with organizations to promote self-expression and eliminate discrimination through SOGI education. I assure you that I will not only serve as your VPE, I will transcend my position and help in all ways possible. Together, let's make PSI a safe place for all. I am confident that our secretary is headed towards the same goal.
Hi, I am Altair Mizar Embotura, running for the position of Student Alliance Secretary. As a student leader, I served as a city councilor in 2019, the former Stellar Club president, a previous SA officer, and the current editor-in-chief of Banahan. I am a news writer, skilled in collecting, verifying, and organizing information, essential skills for a secretary. I aim to improve the system of information dissemination in Pisay in order to bring timely and accurate school information, activities, and opportunities to the student body through platforms accessible by all such as SMS services and a transparency site. I also aim to create a safer and more inclusive Pisay community by initiating activities that promote mental health awareness and encourage self-expression. Diin ka pa, diri ka na kay Kultura. But that's not all, for our Assistant Secretary has more in store for you.
Hi, I am Arabella Shane S. Brania, running for Assistant Secretary under Abante Party. I have been a class and batch president, city administrator, and SA officer. My leadership experiences have shaped me into a skillful and dedicated student. I am also very organized and trustworthy, so with me in the Alliance, rest assured that all your documents and records are safe. Given the chance to serve the studentry once again, I will push for more student representation and participation in official school discussions. I will also initiate mental health programs, such as online and offline de-stressing activities. Lastly, I will make sure that the Student Alliance remains transparent by disclosing all information needed by the students through platforms accessible by everyone. Aren't you excited for more? Surely, our treasurer has a lot to offer.
I'm Guy Jenny Smile, running for the position of Student Alliance Treasurer. As a officer ako for the last 2 years, and with my experience, I can say that I've learned to readily accept heavy responsibilities and to be of service to the student body. Transparency always comes first, which is why quarterly financial activities are to be reported alongside with SA's achievements. I also aim for the establishment of SA's own bank and online wallet accounts for more accessible money transactions and an automated issuance of receipts. A system of communication and work division must also be implemented for a better flow of money in and out of SA. Lastly, raising of funds in order to provide necessary assistance to students and staffs is also listed in my initiatives. Now, let's listen to what our Assistant Treasurer has in set for us.
Hi, I am Alicia Eusebio, running for the position of Assistant Treasurer under the banner of Abante Party. Leadership, service, excellence. These are 3 things that are not new to me, for I have enough leadership experience in my 4 years here in Pisay. If I were to be elected as your Assistant Treasurer, I will make sure that the utilization of your funds will always be transparent to you. Also, I will invest them in activities that truly matter, such as distressing activities that are both effective online and offline. Aside from handling the Kaban ng Bayan, I will initiate Project Sulat, wherein you can freely express your thoughts with an assurance that the school administration will surely hear you. With me on the team, your funds will not only be secured, for your voice will certainly be heard. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Wait till you hear more from our auditor.
Hi everyone, it's Rexamay Panaligan, running for Student Alliance Auditor. Service has been embedded in me through years of being a homeroom, batch, and ALA officer. I've also been a member of the Student Executive Council. Moreover, I possess the essential abilities needed for an auditor: organized, systematic, and alert. If I were to be given a chance to serve, I will ensure that 1. An efficient money management system will be maintained. 2. Online wallets and such will be made for SA. 3. Monthly financial audits will be released. And 4. Info dissemination and transparency will be improved through the use of safe online platforms. Furthermore, I will personally see to it that your voices will be heard. Nga mangita ka pa sa ngiban, kung ari man lang ako diri. Tandaan, basta panaligan, masaligan. Information overload yet? Wait till you hear our business managers.
Hi, this is Mulin Dominguez running for the position of Business Manager. Ever since grade school, I've always been a student leader myself. Therefore, I believe that I have the experience, the capability, and the passion to provide service for the student body. If I win, I will do my very best to fulfill my duties and contribute further. And just like me, my fellow business manager has the service and the capacity to do so.
Hi, I'm Rian Clarissa Sanyas, running for Business Manager under the Abante Party. For my first 2 years in Pisay, I was given a chance to serve. A class president on my first year and a batch president in my second. It was definitely an honor, but it came with a lot of responsibilities. This year, I'm once again taking the challenge to serve the student body. As business manager, I aim for a more efficient budget development, which will then be used in the right manner and for the right purposes, like projects that highlight the students' mental health to make Pisay a better place for everyone. I also aim for the organization and the transparency of all the transactions done by the SA to bring the Alliance closer to you. With this, I hope you allow me to serve you all. And speaking of service, let's hear more of that from our PRO.
Hello, fellow scholars. My name is Ansley Joyce H. Sandico, and I am running for Business Manager in this year's Student Alliance under the banner of Abante Party. So you're probably asking, why should Ansley be the business manager? You see, being the business manager is not just about managing the business. We must prepare and approve the budget of the SA. My experience as a leader for the past 3 years in Pisay has helped me improve my financial management skills. Together with my fellow business managers, we will ensure you that the existing fund will be used efficiently and wisely. We also plan on creating projects or fundraising activities that are beneficial to the students, such as mental health awareness activities. A vote for me in the Abante Party is a vote for a better community. Say yes to Ansley, and together we'll slay not only the SA, but the whole Pisay community. And now, let's move on to the next business manager.
Hi, I'm Luis Fernan Cubita, running for Public Relations Officer under Abante Party. I'm talking about my will to serve and be the amplifier of the voices of Pisay. Last year, I was lucky enough to have served you as one of SA's PROs, and to my advantage right now, it has shown me the strengths and limitations of our facets of communication in Pisay. And as we transition to online learning, the job of a PRO is surely more important than ever. Should I be elected, I will use every social media platform possible, including text messages, emails, and as well as collaborations with Banaab and Silink, to reach you and make sure that no student gets left behind. We will see to it that the SA serves as a visible bridge between the student body and the administration, and that both sides are heard loud and clear. Now I'm sure you have so much to work on with that, but what I'm also sure of is that I have the experience, the steady hand, the creative mind, and the dedicated heart to serve you, prioritize you, and put your vision in action. Which brings us to another PRO from Abante Party who is just as willing to do the same.
Hi, my name is Rihanna Gabriel Gonzon, and I'm running for the position of Public Relations Officer under Abante Party. I have excellent communication skills, social skills, creativity, and a voice that amplifies my fellow students' concerns. If given the opportunity, I aim to maximize all social media platforms while adding text messaging as mode of information dissemination by having access to students' and parents' contact information which were submitted during enrollment. Further, in light of my party's platform, I aim to frequently conduct surveys all throughout the year. This will help us identify the students' needs and make the necessary procedures. With Abante, your vision will be in action.
We are in the new normal, so we have to compromise. This is the first ever PSHSWVC virtual Grand Rally. Let me take this opportunity to thank the following. First and foremost, the COMELEC, the people who volunteered and worked hard for hours just to serve us with quality outputs. Thank you, my dear batchmates. Thank you, Sir J, our advisor. I would also like to thank the admin, the director, and especially the Student Affairs Unit Head, Ma'am Mirna, The SA advisors, Sir Elvin and Sir Roy, and Sir Olvido, our skill coordinator. Thank you so much for your continued support. To the candidates, I admire your will to serve the student body no matter what. Thank you for trusting us COMELEC in organizing these activities for you. I hope that you will stay true to your promises until the end. Finally, to my fellow students, thank you so much for allotting your time in this. As the student body, it is our right and responsibility to elect a new set of officers who shall guide us in the new normal. So please choose wisely.
For the untarnished truth. Philippine Science Guide, the PSHSWVC in us.